Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I'm going to be making a custom Clair doll from the Monster High movie Ghouls Rule. Now, Clair was only featured in the Ghouls Rule movie, which I don't understand why they wouldn't incorporate her in the webisodes or in any of the other movies, because it seems like she made a lot of long-lasting relationships with some of our favorite characters, such as Frankie and even Jackson. But anyways, let's get started. I'm going to be using this already prepped Draculaura doll, and eventually I'll just paint over her pink skin. When removing doll heads, I like to use hot water to make sure I don't break the neck peg. Now, I wasn't able to get a whole lot of footage of me rerouting Clair, and that's because she had multiple scalp splits all over her head, and they were really hard to fix, so I ended up fixing them off camera. Draculaura is pink, of course, and not a human skin color, so I'm gonna paint her with some watered down acrylic paint. When I finish painting her skin, I'm going to seal it with some Mr. Super Clear, also known as MSC. Now that her face is prepped, I'm going to sketch on her eye shape using a mechanical pencil. Now I'm going to sketch on her teardrop. I definitely think the hardest part about this repaint was sketching and painting on the eyes. To make sure everything looked symmetrical, I made the first lines really thin and then I made them gradually thicker as I grew the eye shape. Now that I finished Clair's face up, I'm just going to work on painting in the details with acrylic paint. Now, I wasn't able to film myself painting the whites in her eyes because that was just too stressful for me, but the last step to her face up is to do her black eyeshadow. For her eyeshadow, I'm just going to be using chalk pastels. And when using chalk pastels and Mr. Super Clear, I suggest putting on more eyeshadow than what you actually want, because when you add the Mr. Super Clear, it's going to make the color lighter. I actually really like how her face up came out, so the last step I need to do is add on her black piercing. I'm actually not sure if it's a piercing, it could be a mole, but I'm just gonna make it a piercing. Now it's time to see what her face up and hair looks like together. I actually love how the blue streak came out in her hair, and her hair is so long. So now we are going to cut her hair shorter and give her her bangs. Now that I cut her bangs, I'm going to cut her hair shorter. For her outfit, I'm going to start by making her sweater first. Now, her sweater is pretty simple. It just has this skull design on it, so I'm just going to paint that on using some acrylic paint. Now for the bottoms, she wears a pair of jean shorts with a pair of like black and white striped, I think they're tights, but I have these knee-high, well they're higher than the knee, socks, so I'm gonna use these instead. And lastly, for shoes, Claire wears like these brown boots, I think, and I don't have anything that looks like that, and I do have these black high boots, so I'm gonna use those instead. Lastly, I'm going to paint her nails black. here is how she turned out. I honestly really love how she turned out, and I think the black boots really added to her goth aesthetic, and I like them even more. Let me know in the comments what you think of Claire, and comment down custom dolls you want me to do next. It could be a Monster High doll, or it could be a Barbie doll. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!